Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the Kuno's. Look at him. Kuno kick that shit in the sea. Yeah? You wanna fuck on? Yeah, cocking boot.
Yes, you met him.
Yeah?
Curious, my liege. Why did...
Yeah?
Still, seems to...
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Oh,
You hit...
your test.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't.
The man before you is...
Yes, we do. Okay, they do have the tools and the man. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
He's a dangerous and corrupt man.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. Fuck about. Kuno doesn't give a Kuno's. Look at him. Kuno kick that. Yeah? You wanna fuck on? Yeah, cock.
Yes,
Yeah?
curious, my liege.
Yeah?
Still,
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Oh,
you...
your test.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't.
Looks like someone left his top. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears... You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of... But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. Or it could be that we are just exploring. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should... Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters...
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a...
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor. An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. On second glance, someone has forgotten.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave the...
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside, hundreds of documents containing logistical data and the same materials being handed over to company. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantity. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with... It appears to be a to-do list. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. Special whirling borscht. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is...
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his...
The special borscht seems a bit odd. What is so special about this? Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been... The drawer slide. The front of this quarterly journal features a... To your disappointment, after the magazine is divided into several sections. the night watchman's booth. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We have...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a...
Why did you take that picture of René? Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Allumé on, éteindre off. Crane stands tall, proud, erect, and with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet, the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again. Moving this can...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the...
You do? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for them. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some... The lyrics to this container, the accent is so thick, it's impossible not to...
Container, container, used to be well paid. Everard, Everard, Everard. He looks... I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folk. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish. People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you...
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and it's like some red infection was spreading. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says it. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some...
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from... We're on a strike. The whole
So no one?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard me. No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in the...
Yes, everybody. I'm like Mr. Everett's right. Actually,
Who is this, Miss Buffo?
a real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool.
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up here. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if Dr. Lemaitre said so.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl.
Telling the gardener you know her name might throw her off. Perhaps something to consider later.
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. Oh, yes. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language. Oh, sure, mister.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know.
Told you.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are... Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
Before you is with great effort, he straightens himself up with a mixture of expectation and impatience.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everart Clare. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting...
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny...
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union...
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have known... This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Yes, I know, Lawrence.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or... don't mention it, but also don't forget it.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you...
His slug-like lips move, but the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only when he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're... It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. God, you're sweating. Your knee...
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois!
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you...
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why... I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging.
Yes, that sounds good.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors. Oh, you're being too modest, my friend. But...
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes... Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel. Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't...
You want to send someone a message that the police are...
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore a loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and you can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. Yes, your lost gun. My best Your gun will be found, Harry.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
You've got a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can...
Actually, he refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
The big man peers at you over the rims.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. I don't know what that means, Harry. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it...
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't got one thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that we're all trying to do what's best for Martin A's. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Vanished? Harry, the whoop... Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and...
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate...
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and...
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good... Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you, I have no interest in what she is doing. But I myself have nothing to hide. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping...
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a...
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white...
No trouble at all, mister.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened. Why are you even trying to open?
Why are you what? Are you satisfied, detective?
space descent has only worsened since the last. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant. Find out where.
Interesting.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across. Right, you talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have a key, huh? What door? Oh, say no more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Oller Weasel? Oh, I know what you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know.
Okay, but where did you get...
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his...
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coast...
The little boy had it good on his... To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union...
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of... Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
How does it come up?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing.
But it's implied he finds it unlikely.
A mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our...
He's not lying about not doing it.
Understood. This has been a flim...
No problem. I wish the best...
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says...
Is this about, wow. I didn't know you worked for the... Anything else I...
No, you don't work for the Union. That was easy. Worryingly so.
Looking for something on?
So? Yeah, so? Kuno... Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. After this shit, you better have something real...
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't...
I've got nothing to say to you. I suggest not wasting time on trivial...
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and he looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for the mention of mañana gets his attention. The man says, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return. Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Horse need more
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. You see a heavy steel. The door does.
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20. Another thing. Great. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care. Or some boring storage space.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward... Yes?
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little.
Officer, I have Sylvie. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. It's just... No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
what? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring God.
God, why can't you just mind your...
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Yes, I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh,
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform...
please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and... you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it.
Oh, those again. I have... You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to... I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red. I won't be seeing it.
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged, I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just the stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird." I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in Whirling. I really liked her. You call her Scotty. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. We Go On, by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened, and then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. No, I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone.
I I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without it. Okay, but please don't mess it. All sorts of things. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Sure, officer. What? Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then. 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Can I help you?
Wait, what? But what about the...
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing.
You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was...
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even...
A tender type of hope.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me? Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything...
We were sort of hoping there would be a gun.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a...
If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working-class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Mm-hmm. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention. The woman before...
Hi, Ace. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the... I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
The woman before you nodded. Whoa, what have a bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind? A construction code violation if there ever was one.
True, they never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of the bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective.
The RCM does not pick sides in this.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt... How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not...
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it? Why, if I may ask, why make them more...
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol, and because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else? Oh.
The lieutenant looks at you. He's able to contain the anger and...
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and...
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying.
Perhaps he is.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up until then, is there anything I can help you with?